just died. Well, I guess I should tell all of you who I am so that nobody forgets about me. I'm Elizabeth Bessie Coleman, and I was born on January 26, 1892 in Atlanta, Texas. Please don't let anybody forget about me. William, my mechanic, his name is William Willis. Please don't let anybody forget about us, because it's been so difficult here in the United States of America for a woman of color like me. I guess I better start at the very beginning. My mama and my papa, they had 13 children. I was number 10. Now, mama, she was African American. Papa, he was part African American and 3/4 Native American, and he just couldn't take it. When I was born, this country was mean. There were lynchings all around us. And Papa realized that the safest place for him was back in Indian territory. I guess you all would call it now Oklahoma. So he moved and he left us, and I was only 3 years old. We had to move to Waxahachie so that people could help Mama take care of all of us. Let me see. What else do I want you all to remember, to tell everybody about us? Well, I had to start washing, and I couldn't go to school because I had to help my mama with my sisters and my brothers. And then one day, I just decided picking cotton wasn't for me. Washing other people's clothes just wasn't for me. And my brothers, they had moved to Chicago. And it was big city and bright lights, and people were treating people the same no matter what color they were. So I decided to pack my bags, go. Before long, I was in Chicago. And I was living the dream, fancy there. And I learned how to do nails. And now I was sitting in the White Sox barber shop, and I was just doing nails. And people were coming in, and then they started talking about the war. Now people were flying planes and doing all kinds of stuff. So I decided I wanted to fly a plane. Well, I went and I tried, and I tried, and I tried, and I tried. And because of the color of my skin, they wouldn't allow me to. So my friend Robert Abbott, he said, you know what? In France, they're letting women fly planes no matter what color they are. If you save up enough money, we'll get you to France. Now, I guess you can hear in this twang that there wasn't no almost saying wee wee coming out of my mouth at the time, child. So I had to go, and I spent months learning to speak French. How many of you are college students? Raise your hand. Don't let anybody tell you what you can't do, honey. Because I learned how to speak French, and I went on to France, and in 6 months, I was back in the United States of America, and they couldn't tell me anything. Because in 1921, old Bessie Coleman became the first African-American, Native American female pilot with an international pilot's license. Now, I know that you have heard so many stories about Amelia Earhart and me and how we argued and how we fussed and we fought. That is absolutely not true. But, however, the United States of America was not having, absolutely not having, in 1921, a little old black girl like me flying in their skies without a white woman doing it by herself. So they decided to help Amelia, and she did get her pilot's license in 1921, but in December of 1921. And she also got an international pilot's license, but she got it in 1923, 2 years after me. So, was there arguments? Not between the two of us. Now, between other people, I just can't say. But I will say this, there is no prejudice in the sky. And so, we were the best of friends. Now, I cleared that up, didn't I? Everybody gonna help me clear that up? I'm dead. Are you gonna help me clear it up? Thank you. So now, let's see. What else can I tell you about myself? Oh, yeah. So, back to me dying. Now, nobody would sell me a plane in the United States of America. So I saved up money, and I went from place to place to place trying to figure out where I could buy a plane. Finally, Love Field in Dallas, Texas, decided that they would sell me a plane. Now, before you clap for Dallas, let me tell you about this old Jenny right here. It was one of the raggedest planes ever to fly. And they knew that this plane was not going to last, but they sold it to old Queen Bess anyway. Now, back to my wrench and my fixing. Every time I'd have to fly my plane, I'd have to fix it. I'd get up in the air and have to come right back down and work on my plane. Up in the air, back down, work on my plane. Now, I knew that I needed a better plane. So I started taking shows. I started working on television. Let me tell you about that. All you ladies in the room, raise your hands and raise them high. All you ladies in the room, raise your hands and raise them high. Don't ever let people belittle you and degrade you. I walked on the movie set and I was ready to buy my airplane so I could fly anywhere I wanted to. And honey, they brought me something out to wear that was smaller than this garment. All tattered up. I said, oh, absolutely not. I will not degrade women. I will not take my beauty on the stage in this and have women think, especially women of color, that this is what we amount to. So I turned that down and I went on to Florida and I learned how to loo-de-loo and I learned how to do all the tricks in my plane. And just when I was making it big, everybody was out and they were coming to all of my shows. I was teaching people all around how to fly. I was working on my plane. Willis and I were going up high, we were coming back down. Going up high, coming back down, having to work on the plane. And accidentally dropped a wrench. We're flying up high, 3,000 feet in the air, and I forgot my seatbelt. So I thought, well, I might as well figure out how to do a trick since I'm not buckled in. And just as I got up to look over the side of the plane, that wrench got stuck in the gears. And I guess that brings me to, now I remember how I ended up in this place with you today. I fell 2,000 feet from the air and died instantly. Oh no, my plane. I know I talked about it, but I didn't want it to burn up. And Willis, I didn't want you to die. I only wanted you to help me